Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we have a battle box. This one's a long one, so I had to come outside to see what's in here. Fortunately, it just rained. Everything's all wet and nasty, and it is what it is. But definitely can't do this tabletop because something in here is obviously the length of this box. So we're gonna jump right in. Today's around the house EDC, since I didn't go anywhere today. Is a little mini OTF, which is always fun. A little cheap Chinese OTF. Works fine. Just gotta cut the box open. Well, at least the tape. You know, people, sometimes I get messages and someone will say, hey, I'm kind of interested in this knife, but, you know, it's really cheap and I don't know if it's gonna last. You know, as long as you sharpen your knives, it should be fine. You know, it's just the cheap stuff. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they literally break. In this case, because it's an OTF, eventually it'll probably break. You know, but folders, especially fixed blades, as long as you keep sharpening them, it's fine. It's all good. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg to have a decent tool. All right, well, let me take that back. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg to have a tool that's usable. However, a lot of people out there do spend extra money to get a, quote, decent tool that's going to last and be better quality. So anyway, I don't know if I opened this box correctly. It's kind of funky, but hold on, let's push this down. And let's see what's going on here. Let's stick this guy right in there in case I need it. All right, so let's right off the bat see what's so big in here. Survival bow and arrow set, gear scope. Ooh, that's quite interesting. Let's see what this guy's all about. Survival bow. All right. I wonder, is this like it's probably a takedown bow. Oop, got this bag upside down. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of arrows in here. Guess got to screw on the tips. Got the arms of the bow, the handle. All right, that's cool. Yeah, simple takedown bow and arrow. Let's close this up. Actually, I totally forgot to look at our mission brief. Let's put that off to the side here for a second. Take a look at this guy. All right, so I'm going backwards here. Mission brief number 92. Get a quick flip. Don't want any spoilers. All right. Yeah, buddy. Fall is finally here. Cooler weather is on the way, and outdoor adventures are on the horizon. This month we have a very long-awaited and anticipated item, a way to kick back and relax in the outdoors, find your way in or out, maintain and conceal gear, and of course the ever-so-needed bladed tools. Turn the page and let's get it on. Yeehaw, Curran 1776. All right, so we'll leave that off to the side as a reference as we go through the rest of this box. All right, so what is this for? This is a coupon code for when low. We saw this before. This is actually a really cool thing. I don't have kids, so I'm not specifically interested in this, but I believe this is a kids monthly box. So if you happen to have, you know, kids of your own, this might be something interesting. You can pause there and read that. But the coupon code is BATTLE20 for 20% off and free shipping. So that's neat. Leave that off to the side. All right, so what's this blue thing? Climate Sleep Outside, a single hammock. Easy to set up, nylon parachute hammock. Straps and carabiners included, lightweight and packs down small. 2 10-foot tree straps with 11 daisy chains each and 2 steel carabiners. So yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I don't have to open this up. I'm assuming that the actual hammock's the same color as the bag. Some people like bright color stuff like this, so you don't get lost and you don't lose your equipment and stuff. Other people like very subdued colors, so when they're out and about, yeah, you can see it's the same color. So when in the woods, they're not easily seen. Those are two different approaches. There's the guy and gal who wants to remain completely unseen in the woods, and then of course there's the ones who want to make sure they don't leave any gear behind and don't mind being seen. I guess it depends on why you're out there in the first place. That's pretty cool. I do like different types of hammocks. Oh, a little birdie came by. Little bird's squawking at me. It is like 4 feet away. Oh, no, it's kind of flying away. I did this once before. This bird was hanging out here. I went to turn the camera to film it, and there it went. It was gone. All right, now it flew on the tree. Let's see. We'll go ahead and take a little peek at this guy since obviously wants some attention here. Very cool. That looks like Woodpecker. See a little red on his head? Is he going to pick some wood or what? And most of us know the Woody Woodpecker. He's a pileated woodpecker. That's the biggest one. But there's a bunch of varieties that are smaller. And this, I believe, is one of them. I don't know all the different names offhand, but... Whoop, and there it goes. Alright, so, back to the box. Walk back in here. Alright. Nothing more fitting than opening a battle box and enjoying a little bit of nature, right? That's what it's all about. So, what's next? How about this? Since it's already open, here's the other side of it, the box. We have a fox edge, looks like a folder here. Alright. So what is this? Pretty cool looking. A one-sided G10. I like that it's smooth. A little bit of a hot spot down here with this clip. There's kind of a, I wouldn't say an extreme bend or anything, but this edge here I feel just a little bit. Jimping feels good though. Alright, liner lock. Feels like there's a bearing in there. Needs a little bit of grease, I could feel that. Locks up really strong though. Yeah, pretty cool. Black wash. Interesting folder. Very nice. Put that off to the side here. Actually leave the garbage in there. Alright, so what is this? A can of PFC Protection First Class 2+2. Reading the little words here. Berkebile Oil Company? Berkebile? Alright, lubricant protectant with earth cover scent. Lubricates in extreme cold. Alright, that's actually a very nice feature. High performance protectant, non-toxic, solvent free, lanolin based formula. So, lubricant protectant with earth cover scent. So I have to assume that this would be very beneficial in hunting. I am not personally a hunter. I have hunted. Maybe that'll be for story time in the future. I've hunted kind of out of necessity to help my folks out with a couple things, which I know that makes it even more of an intriguing story. We'll talk about that in the future sometime, I'm sure. But yeah, this obviously might be a nice thing to use out in your, your hunting stand or something like that, so you can still cover up your scent. Pretty interesting. I'll have to look into that a little bit more. We'll read about that when we get to the end here, and we'll check our little book. All right, so what is this? Wooks. That sounds very familiar. Italian, made in Italy and the USA. Wookstore.com. What is this? Fixed blade. Oh, okay. It's called the Bad Boy. Oh, well, if it's the Bad Boy, then it's definitely... Ooh, what's going on with this packaging here? Am I cutting that? Looks like I am. Well, let's go ahead and use our, our little OTF, which is not that sharp, as you can see. Stick that back in there. We'll use this guy for the other side here. All right. Much sharper. Very nice. All right, yeah, I'm not sure why this is like a strap like this. Making me feel kind of stupid because I don't know what's going on here. All right, whatever. Doesn't matter. You guys know I almost never keep the box. Let's see what this card is here, though. All right, Wooks, the outdoorsman who has everything. Gear unlike anything. Interesting. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I was staring at this buttstock here. So yes, I remember there is a Wooks hatchet that I've actually been using lately. My parents just got some fresh wood. My dad has been burning, there's a fireplace up at his place, and he's been burning my grandfather's wood ever since he passed away. That wood pile must have been 30 years old. He doesn't light a fire all that much, so it's always been the same wood that we keep taking from, and it's finally dwindled out, so he just got another half cord, and you know, I've been splitting it lately, helping him out and breaking it down a little bit, just a few pieces here and there. And I was using the Wooks hatchet, which worked very nicely. So that's why I was familiar, is in the back of my head there. So let's see, Bad Boy accessories. So I guess they sell the accessories separate. I don't know. Looks like an intriguing little knife. Let's see, genuine Italian leather, 3" by 1" stone for maintaining an edge, Arkansas stone. Okay, dual grit for honing fine edges. So I guess these are other things that they're also offering, but there's a 20% off coupon in case you want to use it. BATTLBOX 22. All right, so let's see what is up with this guy, the Bad Boy. I'm thinking of Bad Boys for Life. Having a total blank now. Who are the two guys in that movie? Oh my God, I really, for the life of me, cannot think of these two actors. Martin Lawrence, okay, and Will Smith. Thank you very much. For Will Smith, I was thinking, leave my wife's name out your mouth. So, yeah, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, Bad Boys. If you haven't seen those movies, you're missing out on life. I mean, what are you doing with your life? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so here we go. Wook's Bad Boy, made in Italy. Oh, I like that. Ooh, this is really interesting. Oh, you got it nice and big on the back in case people doubt you. What knife is that? It's the Bad Boy. For real? Yeah, take a look at the back of the knife. It says it right there. Bad Boy. I really like the blade profile. Very purposeful jimping on the back. It's also on the front here, so you can do one of those grips if you like. I really like the profile. The wood's actually super light. It's very, very nicely finished wood. Did it say what kind of wood? Walnut? Having a blank. No, they're talking about the sheath. Talking about other stuff. I'm gonna have to check out that paperwork. It's really, really well done. I have to say, I like that. And I like the big old brass hardware as well. That is pretty neat. I don't know about the sheath though. This beautiful wood handle. I almost want to have a nice, you know, brown leather sheath that goes with this. It's an interesting kind of like half sheath. I'm not sure. Obviously you can put it in your belt just like that, but I want like more of the knife covered, personally. I think this knife is actually nice enough that it'd be worth getting a custom sheath for it, because I don't know. This works, but it's a little lackluster. Again, the black to me doesn't go with the brown at all, and I would want a little bit more of that covered, but man, I'll tell you what, it feels really nice in the hand. It's been a minute since I had a new fixed blade that I really, really liked. So this one will definitely get some carry and some belt time. I say pocket time, but this will definitely go on the belt. And I'll see how this guy works, but I like it. It's obviously full tang, just simple, pretty cool. All right, so what else do we have here? Mark your way. Undo the heavy-duty metal clip and attach to a tree limb to track your route. The extra strength clip ensures the marker does not fall out from its location. It makes it easy to put them up and take them down in seconds. All right, so these are different tree markers, high-vis tree markers. Take a look at this real quick. Put it all together, but that's okay. We have plenty of knives here to handle that, right? Take our little OTF out again. Make sure we don't cut the actual markers, because those are plastic. Whoop, the whole box moved. Leave that right there. All right. So, high-vis plastic. We got the BATTLBOX logo on there. Our Spartan helmet. Very cool. Just simple alligator clips. How strong are these? Oh yes. That's probably not the best way to test how strong they are. Yeah, that has a pretty substantial little hinge on it. So you can clip these to anywhere, any branch or whatever, and it just seems really simple. You could use these the other way too. Of course, if you're out in the woods, you should probably have some kind of cordage. Maybe you can utilize this hole on the back and actually clip something else to hang. But yeah, pretty interesting. You know, if you're blazing your own trails, it's very important to know where you've been and how to get back. A lot of people get lost in the woods. I'll tell you this, not one person that ever got lost in the woods was planning on doing that. They all thought it was no big deal, right? They all had a plan, and it all went wrong. So those are cool. Not super exciting, because it's not something I'm using frequently, like obviously, you know, the knives or even the lubricant I'll use more than something like this, but this is always good to have for, you know, kind of SHTF. Things go down, especially me, I'm out in the woods, you know what I mean? I'm not like sitting in the middle of a city or anything, so if I got to go do something way out in the woods, a place I'm not familiar with or something, these markers, and I have a couple rolls of the marking tape too, and the ribbon and stuff like that, they will really come in handy. God forbid that situation ever occurs. But even camping, you know, if I want to go out and about and kind of look around a little bit and not worry about getting lost or anything like that, it's just good as a backup. It's a backup to a backup to a backup. Obviously, you have your GPS and all your electronics. Then you have your compasses in case those fail. And if your compasses get lost or broken or whatever, you have stuff like this. So it's just layers. Layers are always good to have. All right, so this looks like one of those camo wraps. Yes, camo form. These are actually really, really cool, and I was looking to get more of this for one of my rifles. I do have a hunting rifle that got passed down from my grandfather, and I've been shooting a little bit more lately with it. It's a 243 Winchester. I want to say it's a Remington Model 7 off the top of my head. But yeah, I've just kind of been shooting a little bit more. I don't get into like the long range scoped, you know, single shot rifles because again, I'm not a hunter, but I definitely see a huge benefit to them. And I have hunted with his other rifle. I actually never hunted anything with the 243. He has another model, which escapes me right now at the moment, but that shoots a 222. And that's what I've hunted with. The 222 cartridge shoots extremely flat. It is just nuts accurate. Okay, it's amazing. I'll talk about that maybe in the future, but I took a 100+ yard shot and took something out very quickly, very easy. I feel like some of it was skill, definitely a little luck involved there as well, because it was low light, you know, sun was setting, an opportunity arose, I had to take the shot, and it worked out fine. But anyway, long story short, I've been kind of focused on that a little bit, at least this year. Not lately, not in the last couple weeks or whatever, but I do want to shoot those more often and stuff, and I was looking for something like this. It'd be nice to wrap it up. So yes, that is very cool. Definitely come in handy. All right, so what else do we have? Anything? Is that it? I think that might be it. All right, so here's our paperwork. Let's make sure everything's here. All right, so we do have our trail markers here. All right, then we have our earth scent spray. Just want to kind of skim through this a little bit. First hand experience was, yeah, okay, so you could read that yourself if you want. But yes, that's the whole point of this, is that if you're out in your hunting locations and stuff and you don't want to, you know, leave any non-natural smells or anything like that, you would use this type of lubricant. So that has a big advantage in that sense. All right, then we have our Camo Wrap, which, of course, the guy's wrapping up a rifle, just like I was talking about. Then we have the Fox knife, which is FE043. So this is 7.75 inch flipper, features ball bearing system. Easy one-hand opening, frame lock, micarta scales, handy pocket clip. This one is in 8CR13 MOV, so retail on that is $32.99. Then we have our hammock, and that's what it looks like. Then we have, and by the way, this is the basic box, these three things, and if you got the advanced box, you get the addition of the hammock. The Pro box has the breakdown bow. So in the accessories pouch, it's in there somewhere. You can see obviously the tips for arrows. So it comes with 3 arrows. And then, of course, if you got the Pro Plus, you would get the knife, which is the Wook's Bad Boy. This one is in D2. It is pretty neat. There's all the specs on the bottom there. So yeah, definitely digging the knife. That is definitely the highlight of this box, but I'm going to play with all this stuff. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have an amazing day. You got to get out there. Fall is upon us, as it said in the paperwork there. I have to say, this year, I don't know what it is, it's just extra exciting that fall's here. Don't get me wrong, I definitely miss summer already, and I'm not really looking forward to winter. I mean, I love winter, I love everything about it, except for, obviously, shoveling snow and having to drive on snow and ice. That's always a little sketchy. But you know what, it's not up to me. The seasons are going to keep changing, whether I like it or not. But fall, the older I get, fall has become my most favorite time of the year. It is just so beautiful out in nature. The trees are just starting to change here in northeastern Pennsylvania. The animals are all on the move. They're all scrambling, getting ready for winter. It's a little sad because my hummingbirds are gone now. They flew down south. The last couple weeks, it got a little bit too chilly for them. So I stopped drinking from my feeders, so they're gone. And, you know, time just keeps on ticking. You know, life's kind of short. And all of a sudden, weeks go by, months, years. You know, like, where did it all go? You know, the older you get, it's so true. And I'm saying this for some of the younger viewers out there, because you hear old people or older people say stuff all the time. Oh, you'll know one day, you know, stuff like that. It's all true. I'm here to tell you it is all true. When you're like 8 years old, an hour feels like it's a year, right? When you're 80 years old, I'm sure an hour feels like a minute. So the older I get, I'm thinking like, holy crap, it's almost Halloween. Where did the time go? You know, where did summer go? That's what happens. You get busy. And that's really what the focus is the older you get, the more responsibilities you have, the more things you have to do, the more things you want to do. And that's why time slips by. You know, it's still, obviously the clock still clicks the same as it did when you were a kid, but you have a lot more distractions. You know, so all of a sudden you turn around and, you know, you're a lot older, and like I said, the seasons just keep rolling on by. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. I really do appreciate you watching my videos. It means the world to me. I love doing this. I post a video every single day. If you're new to the channel, every day. I've been doing it for 15 years. Can you imagine? But I just keep on doing it, and I really do enjoy it. And I don't just enjoy it because I like hearing myself talk. It's actually probably the worst part of it, having to edit a video and listen to myself blab on and on. But I enjoy it because of you guys. You know, the messages you send and the conversations we have and the friendships that have been created from these videos, it's a huge part of my life. And I just want to say thank you again. I really do appreciate it. So anyway, that's it for now. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take it easy.